Says who?
Says an older man than you. It says a man my age. I wouldn't touch you when I can get a 26-year-old you without the kid.
But you wouldn't get the experience, or you wouldn't get the wit or the wisdom.
Yeah. I don't want to experience. I don't want to eat shit, but that's a meal that's been experienced.
Ooh.
Yeah. Ooh. How are you?
Okay. I'm good. Thank you.
Good. How old are you?
I'm 47.
All right. What do you got for me?
So, yeah, I wanted to know. I'm 47. I've been married, but I'm divorced. I have a 15-year-old son, and I want a high-value man.
Why?
Oh, that's a great question.
What is?
The why is, first, I hope you don't eat me for this, but I feel like I deserve it. I feel worthy.
Huh. That's nice. What makes you deserve somebody else's money?
It's more about his energy. And so...
What?
I think...
It's more about it.
I don't know, Kev, if you hired her or what. Because she seems like on some actress type stuff. 47-year-old, she deserves a high-value man. She's worthy. What is really going on here? And she wants his energy?
It's more about energy?
Energy.
No, excuse me,
said money.
Hold on, man. We don't pay mortgages and credit card bills energetically. We pay those out of money market accounts, checking accounts, hard currency. Don't give me energy.
Okay.
Give me reality.
Yeah. Thank you.
Yeah.
So the question was, why am I deserving of his money?
Yeah. At 47 years old.
Ooh, that's such a good question.
No, isn't it?
Yes.
Did you go to college?
Yes.
Did you go to graduate school?
Yes.
Master's? PhD?
Working on PhD right now.
I'm a PhD.
Right, and your ex-husband did what?
Oh gosh, my ex-husband was he was a junkyard
pizza delivery. Yeah. Isn't that something? Yeah. So now you expect at almost half $100 to just...
Kev, did you hire this woman? Because, like...
Get a high-value man after dating Fred Sanford.
I rebuke.
Have you ever heard of World Star Hip Hop?
Yes.
You have?
I'm sorry, I didn't hear the last part.
Have you ever heard of World Star Hip Hop?
No.
You haven't?
No.
Well, you will.
I'll make you famous.
Are you trolling me or are you being dead ass serious?
So no, I'm being dead ass serious.
I know, and it's sad. Why? Why at half 100 years old do you deserve why do you deserve... I don't know why anybody deserves anything, but why do you at half 100 deserve a high value man when your husband was a junk dealer?
Yeah.
I'm not understanding.
Well, help me understand what I'm not understanding.
Who's your child's father?
My ex-husband.
That's as high as you get.
What do you...
That's as high as you get.
And that's based on your research?
No, it's based on what I'm talking to. It's based on most people. Why should a man come after you, older, more used, and pay more than the man that you gave the highest honor a woman can give a man?
I see.
Yeah.
Well, perhaps because maybe he has already done the same thing.
No, but he can go get a younger version.
But why would he?
Because it's
And this conversation happens constantly. This happens in my life where women just feel like it's equal. Like, the same, like he's aging at the same rate that I'm aging, so he's not going to be able to do this. I don't know, man.
Better.
Who says who?
Says an older man than you. Says a man my age. I wouldn't touch you when I can get a 26-year-old you without the kid.
But you wouldn't get the experience, or you wouldn't get the wit or the wisdom.
Yeah. I don't want to experience. I don't want to eat shit, but that's a meal that's been experienced.
Ooh.
Yeah. Ooh, yeah. See, I want my filet. I want to eat my own filet. I don't want someone else to eat it. Then I go get the shit.
You know,
See, that's
I
experience.
will reject it, but I won't take that because I know you can't necessarily reject me. But it feels like, gosh, come on, Kevin.
What? Why do I'm being honest? Why do you need a high value man as a postmenopausal woman?
I didn't say need.
Well, why do you want one? If you didn't want one in your prime, listen, ma'am, let's be realistic. In your prime, when you had birthing years ahead of you, womb left in your womb, new experiences and magic of a new woman, why did you not need a high value man then? But now when you're almost half 100, when there's nothing new, why do you need those resources and experience?
Can I tell you?
Yes, please.
Well, I've always wanted it. Youth. But because I was born in the projects, the ghettos of Chicago, a lot of trauma, I didn't have a value of myself, so I projected that.
Okay.
I didn't think I was worthy of someone like you or with the caliber of man that you are. So I didn't attract that kind.
We attract what we are.
Precisely.
So...
And what she's talking about right now, I can understand that. T.K. Kirkland, when he on Vlad TV, when he was doing an interview, he basically said the same thing what she just said about herself. You have women that grow up in certain environments that never encounter that, so how would they really know? And they only have access to certain men that may not be the best quality of men at the end of the day. So that's where she was reared, how she was reared, the area, the geographic location, the socioeconomic position of that. Even though she says she may have wanted it, she just didn't know what it is. She didn't know what it was.
Oh, ma'am, where in the world do men who are quote unquote high value, okay, choose older women as the default setting after they have their value proposition in order? Where has that ever happened in the history of mankind?
I mean, Lisa Nichols.
Where?
Lisa Nichols just got married.
Ma'am, I said as the default setting.
Well, I can't answer that question precisely. I don't know.
Yeah, you can't. Yeah, no, you can't. Okay. So, again, where in the world, throughout history, do men who are high value, choose older women as their default setting for mates after they have already become high value?
I would just probably say nowhere.
Why?
Perhaps because they have options.
Which are?
Younger women.
Yes, because a younger woman can actually give their end of the social contract. Fertility, youth, exclusive access to their womb for my time, attention, and resources. That's the deal.
That's the deal.
You have already given your fertility, youth, exclusive access to your womb to another man. you should still be mated and bonded to that man, going off into the sunset and dying with him. That's how human beings have always worked. But now we're telling we have women your age range saying, I want now a man who is higher value than the man for whom I chose to have a child and give life to. That would be a bad deal for that man because he couldn't even get a child from you.
You know what? Thank you, because now I could just accept the fact that it wasn't my call this time in life, right? That I just didn't I didn't do it. It's almost like, wanting
my question is, it doesn't even make logical sense to want a man of high value at your age. What is wrong with a man of average value?
Kevin.
Yes.
That could be a harsh reality. I'll say that.
Why?
Why?
Yes.
Let me think about that. Maybe because
if you had simply a high school diploma, would you still want
No.
Thank you. You're basing your want of a man based upon your educational attainment and your so-called socioeconomic value. And that is not how it has ever worked for women. Your sexual marketplace value is your looks, your physicality, and your womb. That is how it has always been. But you just proved that because you have a piece of paper, you think that increases your value. And women are often trying to get men to value their things that we don't value
because
and experience.
I didn't say that. I never said that.
Well, if you had a high school diploma, the assumption is that you think your degree and your experience makes you more valuable to a man.
And I think the personal growth and development and some of the childhood inner wounds that I've healed make me better. I think the fact
we want women who don't have any of that.
Exactly.
Well, we don't want women who have ma'am.
Tell me where you're gonna find one of those.
Why would a man care about your childhood trauma that you may have gotten over, and you guys are discussing that baggage and things like that? Why would a man want that? We want a perfectly stable woman. If she's gotten over that, then kudos to you. It is what it is. That's a personal thing. But he's not seeking out, and everybody's damaged. It's just that if you keep reliving it and talking about it, no man or woman wants to really hear about that.
It's just called 25.
Well, no, that's not.
No, it's called 20. No, it's called 20. See what you basically listen. No, don't. Well, first off, check that.
Right.
First off, check that shit. Check that shit smooth, because you cannot make men be shamed for who we are. Don't get upset that you got your shit together at half 100.
Not upset.
Whatever it is, you got yourself together at now. Why, if you were this at 23, maybe.
This one was crazy.
But now the story is now men are bad because we don't want to deal with the scarred up. See, you got scars and scabs over the wounds. We don't want scars or scabs. We want smooth ass skin because somebody else put those marks there. We don't want the marks another man put on there. The only marks we want on you is maybe the ones we put on there, because at least we know what we're fucking paying for.
That's right. Already.
Oh. So if your son, right?
Yes.
Your son, you'd want him to become a high value man.
I do.
And then you'd want him to date a woman 47 years old with scars and scabs and everything else. Oh, a 27-year. Huh? Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Appreciate it. Thank you for playing. She was honest. I'll give her that. She was honest. I'll give her that. But look, that the reason that went off the rails is because that's the truth. At the end of the day, far too many modern women are trying to shame men for being men. I ask, where in the world do men who have value, who've made themselves something, go out and choose older women as the default setting? It's unnatural. It's not how it works. But today, we are calling masculinity toxic, alpha males as patriarchs. But these are the very men. The men that women really want are the men that build the fucking world. And it is time for men to start standing up and saying no more. Stop trying to shame men for being fucking men. She chose Fred Sanford. Good job. Maybe you have a really nice son and really well developed. And she seems like a perfectly nice woman. She wasn't rude. But it was still the same mindset as if I deserve. You don't deserve anything other than what you get yourself.